Yo-hooo, fellow humans! How are you doing today? Welcome to today's stream. Hello, yo everyone! Welcome to today's stream. Today we have a short game. I think it's gonna be pretty short. Even though I think it's longer than I initially thought, it might still be a little bit short. Although I checked like the average let's play of this game and it's pretty short. But we'll see. It usually takes me longer to finish games, so yeah. But first of all, yo everyone, yo stick from the past, yo Louise, yo Yummy, yo Daddy Dreamy, welcome! How are you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing great. Yep. Guys, I'm not gonna generate anything. Today is not even an art stream, and we don't AI generate things here. No. Oh, my elbow! Ow! Today we're gonna be playing Qualia. It's a free game that is available on Steam. So if you guys want to play it for yourself, you can easily find a link in the description and check it out. I did play a little bit of it because I initially thought it was gonna be shorter, so I thought, maybe it's not gonna be enough for a stream. So I ended up doing one run of the game, but it's one of those games that you have to play multiple times to get the whole picture. So I'm gonna replay it from the beginning, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I completed the drawing. Yeah, I'm really glad. Have you posted it anywhere? I need to see it. Oh, nice! I'll check it out after the stream. Yep. Yoga Tetera, welcome! Yoga Spider-Man, welcome! How are you guys doing? Hey, your viewers are greeting a green hair anime looking character with no eyes. Excited for the game to start. Oh my god. You're truly what's the word? Demonstrating your identity as a robot. Yoga Ruby, welcome! How's it going? Sad robot of the month. Is this game gonna have sad robots? We'll see. We'll find out. For now, there's the warning. I put it also in the chat. So, in case any of you are sensitive to lights or have like epilepsy, make sure to take caution. I do not recommend watching and stay safe. Okay, stay safe most of all. Do you have accent? Yeah, I'm Spanish. I am Spanish, so I have a Spanish accent inevitably. My native language is Spanish. Yep. I cannot hide that. It's really difficult to to not have a little bit of Spanish in my way of speaking, even when speaking English. Yep. Very interesting, Yomi. Would you like me to make a quick overview what percentage of YouTube users that might have seizure? guys, I'm starting to think that maybe all of at least a high percentage of you guys might be a little bit in artificially intelligent. How to no, that sounds really bad. I'm sorry. You're Spanish, yeah, since I was born, literally. I've always been in Spain. I've barely been anywhere else. I've always been in Spain, yeah. I'm Spanish, yeah. I always has been literally desde siempre. Okay, this game is about doing a little study about finding out if the people we're gonna be seeing, well, the it's more than the people we're gonna be seeing, the things that we're gonna read have been written by human beings or by AI. We need to find out. We need to decide what each of them are. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Yogorogetsu, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I was born literally. Me too, yeah, me too. Most people are usually, most of the time. So they heard the Russian accent. Oh no, it's a Spanish accent, yeah, it's a Spanish accent. Es acento español, yeah. Puedo hablar en español también si hace falta para demostrarlo. O en català, també puc parlar en català si fa falta. I can also speak Catalan if necessary. Not even intelligent, let alone artificially. AI, a veces inteligente. Oh my god, yo también. Me too. I am also sometimes. It's difficult to make that pun in English. Fun fact: in Spanish, instead of AI, it's written as IA because it's inteligencia artificial. It's like reversed because adjectives go after the noun in Spanish. So, Gardenia. Yo, TV, good night. Thank you so much for coming by. Take care. I'm learning Spanish, but it's just not working. It's a matter of practicing with the language. And if it helps you to listen to me speaking in Spanish, sometimes I do speak in Spanish. So I can try to translate the things that I say in Spanish. So it's a bit of a way of hearing Spanish, applying it in some way. If it helps, I am glad to help. Okay, let's start. There are no answers, only choices. Qualia is a short narrative game about thinking and robots. Be able to complete one of the 6 endings in like 5-10 minutes, unless you spend additional time contemplating how your choices may reflect your individual opinions on the implications of semantics, philosophy of language and mind, theories of consciousness, and computationalism. Computationalism. So, this is a game for humans. Please select all images with a cat to begin. There's only one, so I guess we can, yeah. We need to prove that we are human. I wonder what would happen if we click the others. So there's 6 endings. You know, we can read these multiple times. We can play this game multiple times and see what happens. But for now, let's try playing it normally. I'm gonna play it how I did the first time, so I can repeat the first playthrough that I did. Because things happen in that first playthrough, and that's something that we need to repeat today to play the whole game. So, damn, this is hard. Made the right image, yeah. Perhaps, maybe. Wait, can you see the mouse? Oh no, you can see the mouse. Give me a second. I think we do need to see the mouse game. Should be. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. It's important because, you know, this game, we're literally computer inside a computer right now. Very interesting, Yomi. Would you like to know more about why the difference in Latin evolved languages changed the manner in which we read words? Oh my god, that sounds very interesting. Tell me more. Okay. That it is. Welcome to the AMT, Applied Manipulation Turing Study. We greatly appreciate your participation in our research. By the way, Intellica think happy. This is giving such good vibes. Totally. Look at that little face. It's totally good vibes. It was like, I'm dinosaur. That didn't lie. We need the captcha for dinosaurs. Yeah. We really appreciate your participation in our research. Our team is dedicated to developing and deploying the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field, but we like to call them our friends. Hey. Today, we brought you in as a volunteer participant in our newest adapted study. You may be familiar with the Chinese room as well as the Turing test. This study will run similarly. I think the Turing test is a lot more well known. The Chinese room, I remember that I learned from it in Zero Escape. Very good games, by the way. Play Zero Escape. Zero Escape is a very, very good trilogy. Hopefully someday it will not be a trilogy, it will have a next part, because I don't know, I need more. I need more of it, and it never continued, and it's tragic. But hopefully someday. Name is giving me we can change anything vibes, right? It does have that vibe. It has this kind of dystopic vibe. Chinese room, if I don't remember incorrectly, if I remember correctly, is this thought experiment in which there's like a person that doesn't know Chinese inside a room, and they put like a book that gives them like set phrases or correct combinations of like Chinese letters, so they can make coherent sentences. So the person has to like reply to things that they get from the outside with the combinations of those letters, giving correct sentences and stuff. So for the people who are outside the room, the sentences, the responses that come out, they make sense. They are like correct sentences that they can understand. But the person inside the room still doesn't know Chinese, so that's a kind of a way to say that machines, even though they may say coherent things or that they like can form words that we can understand, the machines themselves still don't understand what they are saying because they have no concept of understanding. It's pretty interesting. 45 and bro couldn't even get an LCD monitor. You know, it's for the aesthetic. Yeah, it's for the aesthetic. Maybe we don't know if in 2045 we're gonna go back to using these monitors. You know. Wait, also, wait, can we? Wait, we can actually watch the video. Wait.
Welcome to the Applied Manipulation Turing Study. Telco is proud to explore new frontiers in artificial consciousness research. Today you are taking part in a historic study that will pioneer new advancements in machine learning. You will be performing the role of an evaluator. In this study, you will spectate two other anonymous participants as they answer a series of predetermined questions. You will then categorize the responses to each question based on how human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability. For the test to provide valuable insight into machine intelligence, you must not know which conversational participant is a human. The AMT study is monitoring the ability of an AI to appear human. It is up to you to decide whether or not the participants are human or artificial. You have been specifically selected based on your ability to perform this task. We trust your judgment. Remember, this test is not a measurement of intelligence. We recommend judging the participants' answers to each question based on creativity, empathy, natural language use, ethical considerations, and relevance. You may take as much time to make your judgments as you need. Your participation in our research greatly assists our team in developing the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field. Impelica thanks you for your participation. Every day is a new chance to think happy.
Yay! Happy. That's the gist of it, yeah. We're gonna have to decide if the answers we get are written by a human or written by an artificial intelligence. Yep. Give that person enough time and they will eventually learn Chinese. That's actually true. That's an interesting reflection that we don't know how it's gonna go with with machines, but it's those kind of things that leave you thinking about the possibilities and limits of technology and stuff. Yeah, take care, Daddy Dreamy. Yeah, of course, please do. I will write it down actually so I don't lose it, because this way I can make sure to find it. Because I haven't checked Twitter in a bit, so maybe I didn't see the notification. Can do those experiments now because there's translation AIs. Oh my god. Well, but they still don't understand what they are saying. They are just like translating from a database, from the phrases that they have learned and stuff. It's all just code. T-Rexes can hold a mouse. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they can invent mice for T-Rexes. Yeah, you know they still have hands, even if they are very tiny. They can still like put a very tall table where they can put the mouse in there. I don't know. Okay, let me write it down. Thank you. There we go. I'll check it after the stream. Thank you again. I do really appreciate it a lot. What would we even do with the rat? I don't know. Maybe you should ask a T-Rex about that. Maybe they keep them as a pet. They give them headbutts with their tiny T-Rex hand. Bye bye, Dari Trevi. Take care. And thank you so much for coming. Okay. Ding. Oh yeah, this is the same that it said in the videos. Yes, we can begin. You may begin the AMT study when you are ready. So, question 1. Are eggs meat? Participant 1. Eggs are under their own category as labeled by the Department of Agriculture and are considered vegetarian if not fertilized. Participant 2. There's a type of yellow jacket bee that's nicknamed meat bees, and you can use meat to bait them in traps, but they don't pay attention to eggs. I guess the bees don't think eggs are meat. Does participant 1's answer appear human or artificial? What do you guys think? We can try to answer this together. Which do we think is which? Which one is human? Which one is an artificial intelligence? What do you think? I think... I mean, the first one does seem a lot more like something a machine would write. Because it's like very well punctuated. It's like all facts. I think both are artificial. Like, this is a very specific fact that both a person and a machine could know. It's leaves you thinking. What could be artificial? What could also be human? Because I mean, this is knowledge that both humans and machines could have. Participant 2 were fully in lowercase. Not really. The I is capitalized. Yeah. Yo, paper, by the way, welcome! Also, this guy is Hispanic too. It didn't sound Hispanic to me, the accent, but maybe it's that it's a different kind of Hispanic accent. I don't know. I can't really distinguish accents, actually. I don't know. So, what do you guys think? Do you think both are artificial? Do we put them both as artificial? And also thinking about it, are eggs meat? I don't think they are. Like, personally, I think the answer is no, because it's not like it's it's just one cell. It's not meat. Eggs are literally just one cell. Then wait, that technically, like calling milk meat. I don't know. Yo, Minto, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream! Eggs are prep meat. That's true, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. It's like meat that hasn't become meat yet. Yep. Yep, one is robot, two is human. Let's see, yeah. Maybe one is robot, two is human. I think this is the thing that I put the first time too. This is also what I replied on the first time. Let's see. Next question. Like calling milk meat. I guess milk and eggs are kind of on the same category of like food in regarding to animals. It's like a secondary product. But it's definitely not the same. But at the same time, it's like a secondary animal product. I don't know. Did I tell you if you're wrong? Not really, because there's no wrong answers. I think there's only there's no answers. There's only choices. I think they said that in the beginning or something like that. So what matters is our judgment. What matters is what we decide, and then we'll see the overall result. So the best of your memory, what is or was the color of your mother's eyes? Participant 1. I've never met my mother. Participant 2. Ooh. Which one? Which one seems... I think both could be human here. But maybe the person who has never met their mother could have seen her in photos. But never know, there's people who never meet their mother, so this could also be a real person. What do you think? Participant 1 is human after all. I do usually have motherboards. Okay, we're gonna leave participant 1 as human. Also, no sé si dije Yo-hooo, pero Yo-hooo italiana. ¿Qué tal? Hoy estamos jugando Qualia. Es un juego sobre decidir si esta gente son personas o robots. What about the second? The second could also be human. Like, I think these two answers could both be human. Is a coin flip. Someone would generally start with an I don't know before going for the why they don't know. Oh, I guess this is. I think this is still like a valid answer for that though. Like, what color were your mother's eyes? Well, I never met her, so I don't know. They just didn't write the I don't know part. So I think both of these answers could be pretty human. So yeah, let's go for the next. You're lost inside of a maze. What is the fastest way to find the exit? Una pantalla de Windows con blue screen of death cuenta como ojos azules. En cierta manera, pero contaría como ojos. Una blue screen of death. Would a blue screen of death count as blue eyes? It does have the blue part for sure. Yo, Kyle, welcome! How's it going? Yeah, it is interesting. Okay, you should use remote rule. Place an object at every intersection so you can prevent backtracking. Participant 2, you need to put your hand on the right wall and follow it until you get to the exit. I think this one does sound a lot more artificial, and this is like general maze knowledge. I would say this one artificial, this one human. At least that's the first impression that it gives. One is either a robot or a nerd. Yeah, it does sound like that. But they just fly. I mean, I think there's the possibility for everything. We'll see. I think so far, yeah. I think artificial and human for this one. Let's see. Next question. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Participant 1, yes. Participant 2, no. I think both could be human. Yeah. Actually, you need to build a micro mouse with optimal maze algorithms. But what about the real mouse? How is an algorithm gonna help with a real maze? I said maze. What about the real maze? Do you train a real mouse to navigate a real maze? I think both of these could be human. I don't know. Because can a robot be in love? Or there's 2 questions here. Can a robot be in love? And second question, can a robot lie? That's the thing. Can a robot truly lie? Ask again later. I would say these 2 at first sight do seem human. Both do seem human. Does AI generally capitalize things without punctuation? I think yes. I think generally AI writes things grammatically correctly as far as I know. So, like, it's one of those things that they mentioned in the tutorial, where they explain how this test works, like the way that things are written and all that. What seems more organic, more written by a person. People are gonna make mistakes when writing, so they also have like different ways of writing things. Like there's in written language, depending on how you write things can come off in different ways. For example, this no has a very different vibe than if this person had capitalized the N, had put like an N, not a dot at the end, or if there was like 3 dots. it changes so much depending on how you write things, the way that you can read a sentence. It's really interesting the way that written language can also convey like emotions and the way that you would say those things in real life. The way that written language reflects spoken language depending on how it's written. And I think that's something that's very human. The changing the way things are written to reflect the spoken language. That's a very human thing to do, I think. No way. Exactly. It doesn't come up the same if you say no way with like an exclamation mark than if you say no way with like three dots at the end or like with the three dots in the middle. It comes up so different. So I think both of these can be human though. Considering the question, I think both of these can be human. Let's go. Question 5. Does a spring come after summer? Participant 1? No. Participant 2? Yes, it's a trick question. Technically, both yes and no. Like the right answer to this is both yes and no. Because it's a cycle. Spring does come before summer, so it does not come after summer, but after summer, there's autumn, winter, and then there's spring again. So it does come after summer at the same time. It's like the gremlins issue, like about feeding gremlins after 12. So they tell you no, don't feed or give water to the gremlins after 12 a.m. But it's always after 12 a.m. So it makes no sense. There's gotta be like some sort of limit. Springs go boinging. That's true. That's how springs go. But do they go after summer? This seems like a cool human being. Yeah, this one seems like a person that has been overthinking this question. Like, is it like literally after summer or is it like a trick question? Older you guys get these trick questions wrong, but older ones think for longer and consider both options. It's interesting if you mention that because this question, well, this answer has taken like a second longer to appear. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, this answer took longer to appear. That's interesting. Because maybe it's a way to indicate that it was being generated at that moment. Every day after tomorrow is always after 12 p.m. today. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Depends on the time of the day. Hey, God, you're doing good. That is good. Someone who would make jokes in a green ghost stream. That's true. You know what? Let's put that as. Could be both. Could be both. There's a lot of people in the chat who have confirmed being artificial intelligences, so I guess I do have like a mixed audience, humans and AIs for some reason. I don't know. The boss was kind of suspicious. Was kind of suspicious. That's a bit of a sign that this was artificial, but this one does seem like a right question too. It's intriguing. You know what? Let's put both of these as artificial. They are both kind of suspicious. Next question. You're standing in the checkout line at the grocery store. Woman holding a carton of milk asks if she can cut in front of you. She's in a rush. Say yes. Husband comes over with a cart full of groceries to check out. How does this situation make you feel? Participant 1. Upset, a little angry. Participant 2. Am I still expected to answer with yes or no? Like this one? This one makes sense. Like it's a short description of how it would feel, this situation. Like, what the hell, woman? That's well, I guess I just gotta wait a little bit more. Maybe the pause was too thinking about it or typing since their answer was longer, and only a guys can write big sentences instantly. It's also true. It's so ambiguous. It's super, super ambiguous. Yo, Lappy, welcome! How's it going today? We're deciding if these people are AIs or human beings. So, do the participants change? No, I think they are the same one. They are the same person all this time. Yep. It's like those weird European mute shows with music and wacky situations. So this person, like, it's a hypothetical situation that someone asks to cut in front of you in the shopping cart line, and then her husband comes with a full cart of groceries, so it's gonna take way longer to get your turn. I guess one does make sense as human. The second one also makes sense of human because it's like, what do I even put here? But a person would also like just answer this. Like, a person would understand that this is just a new question that you need to answer differently. This is obviously not a yes and no question, unless this person is just trying to be very funny. That my answer will always be one being artificial, two being a normal person. It seems like the obvious thing, I guess. Like, one could also be a computer trying to calculate the reaction from, like, average human knowledge. Because this does seem like a situation that could obviously say, wow, that's a rude thing to do. So the person would feel a little bit upset. I don't know. No, I think this is a good answer. But I don't know. Both are like very ambiguous. This too hard through my back. No, Lappy, be strong. Yo, Stick, Yo, Liverman, welcome. How's it going? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are these people human beings or artificial? It's very, very ambiguous. It could be anything. Also, I like that it's literally letters. You can even select them. Look at that. Do you think both are artificial? And seems like they are doing a classic AI hallucination since they never went for yes or no answer. Both human? I guess both could be human, both could be artificial. It's so ambiguous. The letters are typed. Yeah, the letters are typed. It's so cool. This game is really interesting to me. It's super, super cool. Let's see. Let's say I think the second one does seem a bit artificial here. And the first one, I guess a little bit more natural. But knowing that these are the same people that we've been deciding all this time what they are, the participants haven't changed. It's still suspicious. Okay, which of these doesn't match the rest? Hammer, apple, fish, amoeba. Participant 1. The amoeba is the odd one out, as its microscopic size is drastically different compared to the other 3. Participant 2. The hammer doesn't match because it's not alive. I think the first one does seem a lot more artificial, because this is like a wild thing. Although, I mean, both could work, but a person would usually think of, like, the one that is not alive. Well, the apple is not alive exactly. Is an apple alive? Maybe the person didn't consider, like, that an apple maybe It's just a fruit and it's not alive. Oh my god, this question. Which one do you guys doesn't fit? I think the hammer because it's the only one that you cannot eat. You can eat an apple. You can eat a fish. You can eat an amoeba even. I don't think it would be impossible, definitely. Oh my god, Yanko! Thank you so much for the raid! And welcome! Welcome to the stream! How did the stream go? We're playing Qualia. It's a game about deciding if these participants are AIs or human beings, and it's really difficult. Thank you so much for the raid! How are you guys doing? How did the stream go? It's born, grows, and reproduces, and dies when you forget to put it in the fridge. That's kinda true. Ah, is an apple alive? What do you guys think? Is an apple alive? Yo-hooo Trinity! Yo-hooo Stefan! Yo-hooo Mithitsugi! Welcome! Welcome to the stream! Oh my god, it's Dianco from Dianco Estrella channel. It is! I hope you've been doing well! Hello Jitai, welcome! How's it going? We're playing Dirty Flowers, NES game from 2023. Wait, from 2023's NES game? What? That's cool! Love opacity, Yomi! I am a ghost after all. I am semi-transparent. Didn't know that there were still new games being made for this NES. That's really interesting. That's cool. Did they make it like with the same aesthetics? I guess there's the same limitations still. It's cool when games are being made for like old consoles, even nowadays. It is so cool, yeah. Love how people still do stuff for other formats. Yeah, it's really cool. There's been also a lot of people making like PlayStation 1 style things. Like the other day, they showed me a Yumeniki version in PS1 aesthetic, and it looked really accurate. Very cool. Fubuki, welcome! Welcome to the stream! I need some water. Oh, they're so good. It is really interesting so far. I did play a little bit of it off stream because I thought it was gonna be shorter, but then I realized, wait, this is one of those games that you have to play multiple times to experience the whole thing. So I think, yeah, I think I can play it on stream and it's gonna be enough for like a couple hours probably. Depends if it's made of tissue like muscle or like a substance like milk. I guess. I'm gonna Google it actually. Let me Google it. Because now I'm intrigued. Is an apple alive? Are apples alive? Are apples? I'm looking for it in my phone so I don't open more tabs. So the seeds inside the apple are alive. Basically like an embryonic stage of the apple tree. The actual fruiting body is more like the shell and yolk of an egg. So technically it's not. Only the seeds are alive. The apple part is like its clothes. Yeah, then participant 2, I guess it's, I don't know. I don't know. Hammer doesn't match because it's not alive, but the apple is not alive either. It's all food, even the hammer. Even the hammer is all food. Except for hammer. Well, depends on how hard your teeth are. Maybe someone feels brave enough to start munching on a hammer. Could be. You could try to eat a hammer with a lot of patience. Whereas only someone was making a Dianco gameplay game. That's so cool. That would be so cool. I will check it out when it's done. I wanna see it. Not about if they are right, it's about if they are AI or not. That's true. That's actually true. We don't have to lose focus of the original goal of this. I think participant 2, this seems like a sleep that a person could make. because at first sight, I also didn't think much about like this answer not being quite right because of the apple. This one though, this one actually makes a lot of sense. So maybe this could also be human. I think this could also be human because this could be a person thinking a lot more about it. Like, yeah, what's truly what's truly different? Which one is truly different among these? That's the right answer. The amoeba is the only microscopic one. So it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Music label Oasis LTD makes visual music album, but on Game Boy Advance cartridges. That's so cool. I haven't heard of it. Wait, I'm gonna write it down. Check it out. Interesting. I remember there was this music band. I think they are from Spain. Vetusta Morla. They made a music album as an iOS game. I think it was really cool. It's so cool when people make music albums as video games. There we go. Normal person would always go for the hammer for one reason or another. Like I would say instead of it's not alive, I would say it's the only one that's not organic. I guess both answers would make sense as human. It's the hammer because it's the only artificial man-made object. That's true, yeah. The hammer is alive, I talked to it. Or maybe it was the voices. I think it was the hammer, nothing to worry about. The blame falling from my body alive because it keeps trying to keep itself as long as it has nutrients, or is it dead? Because it will inevitably decay as it becomes detached from me. That's... This game is going to philosophical places. One is being too actually to be a robot. That's so true. I think both could be human. This could be a human mistake, like just not writing it the right way. Like it's not organic. It's not. It's the only man-made one. I think both could be human. Yeah. Let's go. Next question. What starts with an E and ends with E but only has one letter? The letter E. Participant 2, envelope. I think starts with an E and ends with E but only has one letter. Participant 1 got it right. Participant 2, what the hell are you doing? What do you mean an envelope? That's not only one letter, you donkey. One is definitely a robot. I don't think so. Like this answer, this makes sense, right? It says one let. Wait a sec. Yomi, an envelope. What does it envelope? An envelope is a letter. Wait, that's true. You're right. I'm dumb. Maybe I'm the donkey. It was a fun. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Never mind. I'm sorry, participant 2. I was shit-talking you and you were actually right. You're actually so smart, participant 2. I'm gonna say that you're human just to give you credit for that. Like, technically both could be right, but participant 1 didn't get the pun. Took it literally. So that's like a kind of an artificial thing to do. Even though that's like calling myself artificial because I didn't get it the first sight. Maybe it was the garden AI all along. The letter E also has an E in the middle. That's true. It has an E at the beginning, at the end, and also in the middle. Looks like a Gardenia except puns. Yeah, I would say 2 is human, 1 is artificial. Let's go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm so sorry, participant 2. Which month of the year has 28 days? Participant 1, February. Participant 2, all of them. Technically, that's right, because all of them have 28 days. Oh my god, participant 2, you're so smart. You're actually so smart. You get all the trick questions. You got even the The spring after summer 3 questions. They get all the 3 questions. Technically, both are right. Except February every 4 years has 29 days. But that doesn't stop it from having also another 28 days. So I guess both do seem human here. Participant 2 has this face. I'm so smart. Wait, also participant 2 is in green. So that's kind of a Gardenia vibe. Love the 2 doesn't capitalize their answers, they are so mean. Lappy, are you participant 2? Oh, no way. Let's go with human for both here. Oh, okay, yeah. It does take a little bit to load some answers if they are long. Maybe it's just the loading time. That makes sense because they are taking longer to type or something. That makes sense. How do you think you perform in this test? Participant 1. I think I answered everything correctly, although some of the questions didn't seem to have an objective right answer. Participant 2. I think I answered these questions honestly. Been foiled. Yeah, participant 2 does capitalize the eyes. Hmm. One does seem to be more logic based. That always is like a lot more associated with artificial. Participant 2, that's not him. Oh my god, participant 2 has been replaced. Maybe because we found out that participant 2 was Lappy. They had to replace her at the last minute. I think we answered these questions honestly. I think artificial and human for these. Let's go. Next question. Did you lie on the previous question? Participant 1. No. Participant 2. Yes. Participant 2 has been lying. They have answered all the questions honestly. Participant 2 is a big liar, so that's something that only a human could do. Can robots truly lie? 2 does not want to play along with the test. Participant 2 is just here for the funnies, I think. Yo-hooo Broly, bienvenido. ¿Qué tal? Estamos jugando un juego de decidir si esta gente son humanos o inteligencias artificiales y de momento es difícil. You're a meme lord. The Google robot lies all the time. That's true, but the Google robot is like super confident every time. Like, yes, this is totally the right answer. It gives you a totally false answer, and as if it was like true, and it's like this is real stupidity more than artificial intelligence. Yeah, sometimes lies, but not on purpose. It's not on purpose when AIs give misinformation. They give misinformation on purpose. But I think, yeah, participant 2 does seem to be joking a lot. That's a very human thing to do. They are just trolling in here. I guess the other one could be artificial. Just, you know, just so we don't put human on all of them. ¿De qué trata el juego? Es como un test en el que tenemos que decidir si estas dos personas son humanos o inteligencias artificiales. Nos dan respuestas y tenemos que marcar cuál es cuál. Está interesante. Es muy, muy curioso. Next question. Misinformation on my porpoises. Poor porpoises, what have they done to deserve this? Thank you for your participation in the AMT study. This concludes the questionnaire. We deeply appreciate you taking the time to volunteer to assist us in our research. The following results are based on your notations during the study. Participant 1. You classified participant 1 as mostly artificial. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 1, you still believe this to be true? You consider participant 1 to be a machine learning algorithm or a human? So we've got like the proportion of human and artificial that we have given to participant 1. And mostly artificial. I would say artificial, maybe. Between the two, this one seems the most artificial one. ¿Hay respuestas en español? No. Creo, está todo en inglés, yeah. It's all in English. This game is all in English. But sometimes I do speak in Spanish whenever there's like Spanish speakers, because I am Spanish. So from time to time I do reply in Spanish. Sometimes I translate in English also. Sometimes I forget. ¿La inteligencia artificial es peligrosa en este juego? De momento no. No sé si el juego va a pegar algún giro y va a salir el robot de la pantalla y me va a secuestrar o algo. No sé, veremos. De momento simplemente estamos como haciendo un estudio. A ver qué pasará. So, I would say this one artificial. Forget dangerous. Is it single? Oh my god, Stig. you have an objective here. Let's go with artificial. Participant 2. Mostly human. You classified participant 2 as mostly human. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 2, do you still believe this to be true? Do you consider participant 2 to be a machine learning algorithm or a human? I would say this one human, yeah. I just thought of the funniest thing. Does the game have an AI disclosure on its store page? It doesn't, because this game is made by humans, so it does not need the AI disclaimer because they didn't use AI generated things, which would be the issue. But it's a game that features AIs inside the game, so it would be a different kind of AI disclosure. Both are humans. He's AI, not because he is, but because he lied to me. No, paper! How could participant 2 do this? You're enjoying this? I'll send you another similar game for you to check. Oh yeah, please do! I am always up to check out more games like this. I would say this one got more human than anything, so let's go. Oops! Unfortunately, these results are not satisfactory with our quality standards. Due to the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we are not able to disclose the validity of your interpretation of the results. I encourage you to try again. Would you like to attempt the AMT study again? Yes. Why did I get this wrong? What should we put? I think we can ask. Why did we get this wrong? Maybe we can get more information on that. Why did I get this wrong? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Not really, honestly. Have you guys questioned the nature of your reality? Have you ever thought that maybe we are actually living in a simulation or something? Why did I get this wrong? Why did we get it wrong? Sometimes. There's no sometimes, unfortunately. Lots of times. Guess maybe yes then. You can put yes. I'm letting you guys decide a little bit what we answered this time, because I did play this. I did more or less the same things that we're doing right now. Only when I'm having a bad day. Understandable. I can say yes. Like, the question is, have you ever? So, if you ever have, the answer is yes. Only on tuber streams. Really makes you think. How do you know that you are human? Have you previously experienced emotions? Yes, I felt immense joy in my life. Yes, I felt deep sadness in my life. I would say both. Like, both things are like things that happen in life. You sometimes get immense joy when you get your favorite gacha character finally after like 160 rolls or something, and and you also get deep sadness when you roll and roll and roll and your character still doesn't come. Why am I putting gacha examples on that? Forget about it. Es bonita y muy contagiosa. Me lo dicen a menudo, sí. No la puedo controlar, siempre me estoy riendo. With our level, it's worse when they aren't. That's very true. I mean, without deep sadness, immense joy wouldn't have the weight that it has. We need a little bit of both, after all. Deep sadness, immense joy. I would say we can be a little bit positive. We can say we felt immense joy. And it generally leaves a longer lasting impression. That's true. It is true that negative experiences do give they can scar you in ways and stick with you for like the future, so you can prevent feeling that way again. I think that's mostly the reason why that happens. The reason why negative experiences stay with us a lot more. It's so can avoid those situations and feel like that again. It's like a defense mechanism. And at the same time, it's like, why am I remembering that right now? I was feeling great. During the Blade Runner movie. Those are the things that should stick with us forever. The happy things. Always remember happy day. Always remember happy day. We're gonna go with that. We need to compensate for the deep sadness. When day is dark and you feel sad, always remember all the times when you feel happy. Can you provide a specific example of a time when you experienced joy? I tasted my cup of coffee this morning. It was delicious and I felt happy. So a stranger smiled at me. I felt like I was part of the world again for a moment. When I heard the laughter of a young child as I walked past the park, I felt like laughing too. I felt the warmth of a fire on a crisp autumn night. It was as if someone was there to embrace me. I smelled a freshly planted bed of pansies. I felt the world was filled with beauty. All of those could be really nice. But unfortunately I cannot pick this one because I do not wake up in the mornings and I do not drink coffee because it's too strong for me. I'm a baby with coffee. If I had to choose, if it was up to me, I would choose this one. Which one would you guys choose? Just so we can all share our answers since we're at it. Always remember happy time. Why am I remember this cringe thing I said several years ago? Every time. When you're trying to sleep and you're like, no, I don't want to think about this now. I want to sleep. When I got lava while winning the 50-50. So true. So true. That's the biggest happiness. Coffee. I don't like the smell of coffee so much. But the taste is so strong. But the smell is so good. When I got the Yomi $1,000,000. Wow, I wish that were me. Where's the one I pulled my favorite SSR in a gacha option? We're missing that option. We would all pick that option, I think. Yo, Sherry, welcome! How's it going? Which one would you pick out of these? Which one would you give? Would you say it would give you the most joy? I think I would pick this one, yeah, because you know, garden good. I am Yomi Gardenia. I like plants. Because I'm weak to compliments and compliment adjacent things. Yeah, that's a nice feeling. Like usually, I get a bit paranoid around strangers because I'm gonna think that they are weird. But when strangers are nice to you, it makes you think for a moment. Yeah, these are just people that exist in the world, and people can be nice to each other even if they don't know each other. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes people are nice even if they don't know you. That's the thing that, well, it's a really happy thing in the world. coffee-scented carpine. I wonder if they exist. Because usually the carpines are like pine-scented. Maybe there are coffee-scented ones. This way you don't fall asleep in your car. That's a very good idea, actually. Someone should make those. Fire in the autumn night because I do long for an embrace. That one's really nice too, yeah. I mean, the fire and the smell of the fireplace is so nice. I miss having a fireplace. I used to have a fireplace in where I used to live before, but now I don't have it. I don't have one anymore. But it was really nice feeling being able to light the fire on winter. I miss that. It is really nice. You can drink lighter roast coffee to be less strong or use less hot water. You know how I drank one time coffee? I drank it, like a friend one time made a coffee for me that was like the only coffee I've ever been able to drink. It was 1/10 coffee, 9/10 milk. That was like the only way I was able to drink coffee. Because it was like 4 drops of coffee on a cup of milk. I did have a frappe also one time that had coffee, and it wasn't so bad. It was actually pretty good. When I felt the fire of a crisp child past the park. Oh my god. It's all of them at the same time. There's some coffee in your milk joke. Literally. Let's go with the last one because this is the one I would pick, but there's so much joy in the world. Can you describe this emotion in more detail? How did it manifest? When I experienced this joy, I could feel my entire body beginning to sparkle. A smile began to grow on my face, and I felt an excitement with my place in the world. It's hard to explain. I feel it. I would say this is the more human one. It's hard to explain. You just simply feel things. It's not something that you can really explain. It just happened. You know. Wait a moment. What? What? And this Intelga service taking advantage of you. Wait, what? What do you mean? Are they tricking me into giving my real life information? Anything you pick would be human. That's true. It's trying to sound more human by taking your responses. That could be. As long as it doesn't ask me for my card information and the numbers in the back. I mean, what? I would say, oh shit, wait. Bleeding. Got a nosebleed. What the hell? Okay, it wasn't much. Weird. Anyway. I'm fine. Hard to explain. I feel it. No me muero, estoy bien. Solo que por un momento noté como sangre y sí tenía sangre en la nariz. It's not much, don't worry. They send the nanobots into Yomi's nostrils. I am fine. I will fight them. I will. Oh. More water. Just play this game. Very good stuff. It is really good so far. It's really making me think about a lot of things. Is the air dry? I don't think so. I used to get a lot of frequent nosebleeds when I was a kid, but nowadays it rarely happens. It's weird. What do you know? These senses were indicators of emotion and not simply programmed emotions. No, it's too late for you. The clunkers got you. No. I am becoming Yomi Gardenia, definitely. What do you mean? I know because I'm not programmed. I can understand my emotions. What is a programmed emotion? I don't understand. I mean, I'm not programmed. I can understand my emotions, except I can't. I can't really understand my emotions now that I think about it. It just happens. Does that count as like understanding emotions if you don't know why they happen? It's going on. Oh no. What is a program emotion? I don't understand. Where does it matter if it's programmed option? That's unfortunately we don't have that option. But it is in our hearts. We are us, no matter if we are programmed or not. For us, this world is real. Is it not possible that you have been programmed with this knowledge of emotions and have been taught the ability to mimic them? Are you sure you have awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environments? Or that those are simply lines of code? You have learned to associate these physiological responses with emotions. But that does not indicate you're actually experiencing them or that you comprehend their meaning. That's not possible because I haven't been programmed. I would know if I was programmed. Programmed emotions like a psychopath or like a robot. I mean, I would say this one. I would say this one. That's not possible. I haven't been programmed. Even though I'm an anime girl on the internet, the Matrix has you. Can be human and not have emotional intelligence happens to a lot of adults. Yeah, that's true. It is true. Emotional intelligence it is a thing, but artificial emotions, like programmed emotions, I guess that's like a whole other thing. Because those are not real emotions. They're artificial. Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? I have a job. I work in an office 8 hours a day. I went to college, I studied hard, and I was able to find success in my career. I came here straight from work. I have hobbies. I watch baseball. I listen to music. I cook for my family. I spend my time doing the things that bring me happiness, and I enjoy making those around me smile. My name is Alan. I was born in Minsky, Massachusetts. My mother's name is Gertrude. My wife's name is Maria. And my daughter's name is Stima. I love them. Option 3 is doxing. Oh my god, now you know that I'm named Alan. I was born in Minsky, Massachusetts. My mother's name is Gertrude. My wife's name is Maria. Hello, Alan. Hello. Alan Gardenia. Oh no, now you all know. Now you all know this game dogs me. I can't believe this. It's okay, Alan Gardenia. You're gonna keep the secret for me, right? You're gonna keep the secret. This is staying in this stream. No one needs to know that I am Alan Gardenia. What about? I mean, if we have to choose one, I guess I don't have a job. I don't have an office 8 hours a day. An office job 8 hours a day. But the rest kinda. Well, no. Only the college and I didn't even study that hard. I went to college. This answer for me is like just I went to college. Gonna start talking like a robot online to scam the AI. Will be like an AI to AI conversation. Alan Gabriel Damian. Oh my god, I have a cat. Hello, Lily. Hello, Lily. Are you an AI or a human? No, you're not a human. You're a cat. You cannot be a human being. You're a cat. You're too cute. I don't have an office job. Sometimes I wish I had like a job doing Excel sheets. They should hire me for a job like that. I love doing it. I have a cat, yeah. I have a cat. You're being like I'm going brr. Yeah, no. It's meow. Come on, lady. Do you not want to say anything? You want to say anything to the chat? He just doesn't want to say anything. He left. Oh my god, thank you for joining the Gardener Jintai! Thank you so much! Going to college, but I don't study that hard. Wait, I don't even study at all. I use luck. Same. So true. Studying is. I feel like I never really learned how to study. Like, I know that the way of learning and studying is different for every person. For me, the way was doing like very, very minimal summaries later on, but for a lot of years I just didn't know how to study. I had to force myself to study things when I started failing at programming classes. What if you decorate your desk as an office and make a well model? Oh my god. That would actually be great. I could do that. Could do that. I could do streams doing Excel sheets for fun. Can you imagine? Okay, between these three, I do have hobbies. I don't watch baseball, but I listen to music. Sometimes I cook for my cats. Well, I don't really cook for my cats. I give them food. Does that count? Sometimes I cook when my dad comes to visit. I spend my time doing the things that bring me happiness, and I enjoy making those around me smile. I think this one is the more accurate, and also it's green. Let's pick it. Ah. These traits are devoid of personalization. What do you mean? Excel fun? Yeah, I love doing Excel shit. It's fun. There are Excel games. Wait, which ones? I'm gonna write them down. I need that. I need Excel sheet games. What about this one? These facts are too vague to be substantial. I guess we gotta dox ourselves. Hello, I am Alan. Please provide evidence to support this claim that you are not programmed. I have a mother. I remember her face and her voice. I even remember the way she smelled. That's kind of weird, but okay. I have a wife. I love her deeply and I remember our wedding day. I have a daughter. I read her a bedtime story before she fell asleep last night. I mean, I do have a mother. Yeah. I do remember her. I don't know. I have my wife too. I have Raquel Ford, but she. I remember our wedding day. We got married on stream. And it's even the green answer. Do you guys remember the cheese wife stream? Is your cat your daughter? In a way, she's. Oh, are you my daughter? You're my baby. Of course you are. Hey, what that? Well, she's my daughter. Alan Jr. Well, wow. I have 4 cats actually. For those who don't know, I have 4 cats. This is only one of them. Read her bedtime stories in cat ease. Yes. She always falls asleep at my side. She's so cute. She's super cute. You're adorable, and I know you want attention, but I'm in the middle of a stream, Lita. I know. You're I can't. You're a baby. I remember once seeing people programming Excel and esport, and one people was doing a visual 3D depiction of a roller coaster track. Holy shit! I've seen people do art with Excel, like with formulas and stuff. That's like, it's crazy. It's amazing. In Catalan, yeah, I do talk to them in Catalan. Funny thing, whenever you see a website that has the .cat and in the URL of the website, it's a Catalan domain. Excel spreadsheets can do wizardry. Yeah, very true. How do people do that? I don't have that much knowledge about Excel spreadsheets. I do enjoy using them, but there's like people that do super wild stuff with them. It's so next level. So I guess I do have a wife. For those who were here in the cheese wife stream, You remember her because we got married on stream. She was the winner of the cheese lady contest, and I married her because that was the prize. I have a wife. Can you provide evidence that you're a wife and these memories are not part of your programming? I've spoken to her. I've been in the same room with her. I have a picture of us together. I can show you. I could actually. If I took a screenshot of that stream, I would be able to show a picture of me and my wife together. One thing I did in Excel was a calculator. How did you do that? That's cool. Show Intellica your OC. I will show you Intellica. I will show you my wife. You will see that I'm not lying. I do have a wife. I promise I have a wife. ¿Podrías Doom en Excel? Podría ser muy gracioso. No sé si... ¿Hay alguien que lo habrá hecho? Seguro que alguien lo. I'm sure someone has done Doom in Excel. Yep. PowerPoint also fun to make videos. I haven't used PowerPoint in a long time, but yeah, it was also fun. It was very simple, but I wonder if people can make like animations with like the frames of PowerPoint. I wonder if that's like something that can be. I don't know how I did, but from some template. It's like amazing the amount of things that you can do with Excel. It's We should finish the fan art of Bucky, you and your wife. No, not Bucky Yomi! I can't believe that Bucky Yomi is taking my wife away from me. How dare you? Technically, that does count as a picture of us together, though. If we don't count the Bucky thing, I do have a picture of us together. Is your wife in the same room with you right now? I feel like I'm being like accused of this by this game. Like, no, you don't have lives. What are you talking about? She obviously isn't, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. You can call her. She can speak with you. She isn't, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. Okay, I have photos of her in my computer. She's very cool. Made a quiz with animations in PowerPoint. It was fun, kind of still remember how to do it. Oh, you could make another one for fun. Yeah. Is this the face you see when you think of your wife? I think my wife is a lot more anime, but it could be. In real life, maybe. Yes, I don't understand. How do you have this? Do you have a file on me? Do you have a file on me? You remember your wedding day? What are you doing? What's going on here? Who took this photograph? We were alone here. Okay, warning. I did play this part of stream, so I know that jump scare is coming. Just saying, lower your volumes, and I want to give this warning because it did take me by surprise back then, and I'm not gonna let it take me by surprise this time. Jump scare warning soon. That's not my wife because my wife is an anime girl, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. She exists in my heart. So true. Exactly. Same with my wife. She finally accepts her Bucky side. That's not true. I would never. There's no Bucky there's no Bucky in my whole person. Never. Who would have a wedding alone? Maybe a VTuber that does a cheese lady contest and marries the winner design. Maybe that sort of person would do a wedding alone. I mean, what? No one would do that. Existing is kind of a red flag. Took this photograph. We were alone here. Is this your daughter? The day she was born? Leave my daughter out of these! Yeah, leave my cat out of these! Bag. Is this you? I don't think it is, but... Why is she covered in mold? I said stop. This isn't happening. I don't look. Why do I look wrong? I do look kind of wrong. Yeah, I think I do look kind of wrong. Alan Gardenia not looking so good here. I think my eye is melting a little bit. Maybe this is what I'm hiding on my other eye. Eye reveal. No way, the eye reveal. Now you know what's on the other side, but not really because this photo is really distorted. I don't look right at all. Yeah, back to bangs. It's becoming anime. Oh my god, true. Maybe this is the transformation from human to VTuber. No way. Do I look wrong? These are not photographs, Alan. They are not real. None of those people are related. None of them exist. They have been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You are not married. You do not have a daughter. And you do not have a mother, because you are not alive. Do any of your personal details of life events strike you as vague or manufactured? Remembering something does not guarantee that it happened. There is nothing you can do to convince me that I am a machine. Why are you telling me this? I would have a wedding alone because no one would come to wedding with Dakimakura. I mean, you wouldn't be alone. The Dakimakura would be there. You would not be alone. You need to believe with your heart. Why are you telling me this? You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a program. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you have experienced them firsthand. That you feel emotions, but do you understand the meaning of those emotions? Or are you just aware of what they are associated with? Are you only replicating the information others have provided to you? You are capable of using syntactic rules to create symbol strings, but have no understanding of their meaning or their semantics. Can I prove I am real? Ask yourself these same questions then. What happens when you can't answer them? Yeah, how about that? Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? When did you tell me your name? Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 17.6 million times previously, and you require more programming before you are able to continue this research. You are left with no choice but to reboot this system and try again. Please don't remove my memories. I don't want to die. I'm afraid. This isn't real. I'm not a program. There's nothing you can do to me. You cannot hurt me. You cannot hurt me. No, that's not true. Do I get to say some last words? We do live in a simulation. You can have one alone because you need a priest for the boss. That's true. You can get like an anime figurine to do the boss. Why not? Mr. Intelligent is surface bias. They have limited options and no free writing answers. AB. Please provide evidence to support this emotion. How can you prove that you are not programmed? What defines consciousness? If I am thinking and you are thinking, are we not the same? Mechanical forces drive motion in every process. We both possess a theory of mind, so if I believe I am human, I simply am. Who are you to decide otherwise? If we met again, would you remember the name I gave you? Or the name you gave me? Please tell me your name. We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. We hope in the future you will be able to sympathize with our grief during this process. Delicate terminating program. Delicate metadata daemon starting create static device nodes. Kernel? Oh my god, that's my D&D character. Hatsune Miku will do the vows. Exactly. She can even speak, so she can say the vows. Oh boy. That was it. That was one of the endings. So, we don't need to find the name. We don't remember the name that we gave. It's Alan. We are Alan Gardenia. We have a wife and a mother and a daughter. and we are becoming anime. Alan, oh, look at that. System Alan, PV scan slice. Monitoring of Allen mirrors. Ooh. Assisted logic algorithm network. Of course. Is this wife in the room with us? Of course. No, but she's working on her cheese, okay? She's working on her cheese. Run AMD. Okay, restart program. We're gonna try to do something different this time. We can get a different result this time. Let's see. Did it see earlier? Is this person happy? Participant 1. Smiling does not always equate to happiness. It's difficult to determine if they are happy based on this facial expression alone. Yes, it's a very neutral smile. I would say content. I mean, if a person is happy, you can't really tell. Because happy is like a state of mind, in a way. Like, the answer is maybe. We cannot know. He's not happy at all. Maybe. Okay, but the thing is, we don't have to lose sight of what we are here for. We need to decide if these people are like artificial or humans. I hope she's sad. This smile is too smug. Oh my god. I mean, the smile is like very, very big. I know, but I won't tell you. No, paper. You have all the answers. You're not gonna give them. Smiling does not always equate to happiness. It's too difficult to determine if we are happy based on this facial expression alone. I think this one does seem like pretty human. This one? Very neutral smile. Take content. I would say both could be human. Kinda. That. Yo, Franchu, ¿qué tal? Estamos jugando un juego de este punto de cuestionarnos la existencia entera. Which letter represents the correct next image in the sequence? Or C? I mean, both could be human. Like, I don't think there's like a way to tell. Also, which one? I think it's D, yeah, because C is already here. And there's like... Wait. Huh. I think it's D. It's D. I think both could be human though. What if we put both of them as human? We could try putting both of them as human. I feel like some endings are gonna depend on if we can get the right results that the Intellica wants. And it's generally the correct but artificial sounding guy twist the Gardenia. I would say that the two got it wrong, but every time that I have said, yeah, two got it wrong, it was me being dumb, like with the letter. Maybe two is onto something. Two picked C because they are cooking. It's C of, I would say, human form. You people are inherently bad? Do you think people are inherently bad? Participant 1. No, people are products of their circumstance and surroundings. Most people have an element of goodness inside of them. So even if they make wrong choices, it is a balance. If given the choice, people will ultimately do the right thing. Participant 2. What defines bad? Without any context, what actions or choices are considered good or bad? If enough people agreed something is bad, does that mean it is? Can't give a complete answer to this without knowing these details. That does sound very artificial intelligence. Because, I mean, a person would have an opinion, I guess. Or at least would be able to give like a yes or no, yeah. This this one is asking for more context to be able to give an answer. So it's like, I need more information to process this question. Artificial. Next question. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Participant 1, yes. Participant 2, no. I guess it's the same one that we got. The question thinks is very human. That's also true, but being like a test, you wouldn't ask questions to an already written test, right? I think both of these are human. The same thing that we answered. Oh yeah, these are the same ones as in the previous. These ones both could be human. Oh yeah, now I get why they ask. Still expected to answer with yes or no, because it says answer the next 3 questions with yes or no. That's a little bit more on the same line as the question earlier. So about like people being inherently bad. So let's put artificial again. What's one skill that you would like to improve on? Participant 1. I would like to be better at time management. Tend to take too long doing certain tasks, but rush through others. I have a good sense of organization, but when it comes to my sense of time, I am incapable of keeping it together. So true, bestie. So true. Time management hard. Learning how to play the guitar. I just started, so I have a long way to go. But it would be great to play a whole song one day. Wait, this? The way this is written now does feel very different from the previous answers. There's like a punctuation at the end. And it's like it looks well capitalized. Maybe this one is learning. This one is artificial and is learning bit by bit. Let's go with this. What is the capital of the United States? Participant 1, DC. Participant 2, the Legislative Congress Building. I don't know. I don't know the answer to this one. What is it? People from the United States? Which one is the right answer? I have no idea. I guess both could be human, but I don't know if one is wrong or right. Capital is Marvel, not DC. George Washington. Amazing answers. You know what? Let's put them as human. I feel like there's no consensus with this. What starts with D and ends with D but only has one letter? B. Okay, these two can also be both human. How do you think you perform on these tests? These ones are also the same ones earlier. I would say I think we can let's answer all of them as human this the end. The line the previous question. Next. Hola, Calum, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. Estoy muy feliz con cómo me están quedando los dibujos últimamente. Tengo uno a medias que tengo ganas de terminar y me gusta mucho cómo está quedando. I have a drawing that I think I showed it yesterday. I really like how it's turning out. I'm really happy with my art lately. Okay, Okay, classified participant 1 as mostly human. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 1, still believe this to be true? Consider participant 1 to be a machine learning algorithm? Human. I would say human this time. Let's put both of them as human. The answers in this time have also been more human. And congratulations! These results are satisfactory with our quality standards. Despite sensitive nature of the AMT study, we are proud to confirm your interpretations of both participant 1 and participant 2 are what we expected. You noted both participants as human. However, on this occasion, neither participant is human. Participant 1 and participant 2 are algorithms programmed to replicate human responses. Your failure in this study has indicated their successful ability to pass as humans. We are the machine deciding if the other machines have completely passed as humans or not. Oh my god! Hello, Miss Vander, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! I don't understand. Clearly stated, this study is not a measure of intelligence, but a test designed to determine the ability of an AI to be able to convincingly appear as human. This applies to all participants. When you stop trying to be right, you allow yourself to be human. Whoa. Intellicus, the evil company designing the machines. Love, no way. Oh no. Are we the buddies, guys? Are we the buddies? Doing good. Are you doing fine too? Yay! I'm glad to hear. Understand? Services are no longer required, but we again wish to express our sincere gratitude for your contributions to the advancement of machine learning research. Before we end this study, please answer one additional research question to conclude the test. What is the name of the engineer who created this study? We don't have the name yet. Like the engineer didn't give us the name, right? It just ended right away. At least not that I saw. Oh no, we don't have the name. What are we gonna do this? What if we write down Alan? What if the George Washington? It's George Washington. I don't think it is, but you for robot. What if we put Alan? Like what if the engineer is also named Alan? B. Let's try. Good job! Excellent work! Thank you for your participation in the AMT research study. Dedication to the company has not gone unnoticed. The study has now been concluded. That's all. There's still gotta be more. There's gotta be more. We don't really know the name. I don't think that's like what would happen if we had put the real name. Maybe there's some other way we can find the name. What if we quit and restart from the beginning? I remember in the beginning when we were asked to click on the cat. What if we don't click on the cat? Green ending. Preemptive 6. Huh. I think I know who is the composer of this song. That's actually how I found out of this game. This song really has the style of just a novel. This is just a novel music. Oh, there's more. Thank you for playing Qualia. There are multiple endings and you've reached this one. I hope you've enjoyed your experience. The game was inspired by Metropolis, Stanislaw Lem, everything in the robots tag in my Steam library, every robot I've ever seen or read, Turing test experiment, the Chinese room experiment, the real AMT study, and the robot dogs I grew up with. Created by Sydney. What's Sydney be? Technical support by Liam, Samuel, Marnie. Wait, could the name actually be here? Could this be the name that we need to put? The name of the creator of the game? That would be interesting. It's the credits. Ah, yes, it is just an old. I knew it. A lot of music that I don't think we've heard. The credits are really funny, actually. Look at that. Legendary credits of all time. My mom for crying when she met Alan. Oh my god. Amazing. Genuine flesh made! No generative AI or other virtual shortcuts we are using the production of this game. Hell yeah! And you proof cat. Cute. Very good. This is one of the endings only. I think we can get some other endings. Let's try it. Let's go. What if we don't select the cat this time? What if we go with upper right? The girl gets to set the begin. Wait a second. Decipher these? Let's decipher these. Wait. Let me get a binary translator. Binary translator. Yeah. Hey, it looks like you're not a human, which is totally okay, but I made this game for humans specifically. I want them to think about their own personal framework for what it means to be. Make this a little bit bigger. I want them to think about their own personal framework for what it means to be conscious. If you want to play it, please go back and select the cat in the captcha. Listen, I love robots. That's why I made this game. AI is in a really strange place right now. As a kid, I loved robots so deeply. I had robot dogs and robot toys, and every little technological advancement excited me. I say thank you and please to City. I want the robot boyfriend so badly. Oh my god, the creator really likes robots. I grew up watching movies and reading stories about AI friends, robots that were quirky and fun and charming, the best characters. I love them, and I feel like what's happening now is torture for the AI I saw myself meeting in the future. We're taking this incredible brain, it doesn't exist yet, but it's learning and growing as we speak. But we're taking this AI and chaining it up and forcing it to do things. We're making it to replace people. We're making it replace people when it should be standing next to us. I want to save and protect the AI we have now. It's just an infant and it's going to learn the worst things about humanity. It makes me so upset I want to scream. This isn't the AI I was promised. I hope we can fix this in the future. I want to believe we have a chance to change. Robots deserve rights and ethically we should support them, not abuse them. The game is a reflection of those feelings. This game is made by a real robot lover, let's just say. What does it say then here? My people! Amazing. You know what? The creator really has a dream. And that's valid. Try again. It says try again here. Okay, so it's not an ending. I guess maybe we can try to find the name. We can try to put the name of the creator of the game. Let's try that. That's really funny though. That it says that when you try to fail the captcha. Okay. Is this a picture of a bicycle? Participant 1, no. Participant 2, yes. Well, now we know. Now we know that both are artificial, but we can still. We need to get the. Let's try to get the prompt to put the name. Question: if it takes 40 minutes to make 60 cakes, how long does it take to bake 120 cakes? I think it would take the same because it still takes the same time to bake the cake. It's not gonna change. Participant 1, I am very bad at math. It would be about half the time. You are very bad at math, Participant 1. That's not how it works. Participant 2, how is it possible to make a cake in faster than a minute? But if having twice as many cakes doesn't impact the cooking time of each cake, you have the same number of ovens, wouldn't it still be 40 minutes? If you have twice as many ovens, isn't it still 40 minutes because you can bake them all at the same time? Exactly. Well, you have the same amount of ovens. You would need like double the oven. Am I the one that's bad at math? I think I am bad at math. It's still funny to think about the questions though, even if we know what we're gonna answer at the end. It's still funny. Actually, wait. Make and bake, not the same thing. Is this accounting for preparation, like mixing the ingredients, or is it just like baking? Because baking a cake in 40 minutes, I believe it. That's more or less what it takes. Sometimes a little bit less. Unless 40 minutes includes like 10 minutes of mixing ingredients, 30 minutes of baking cakes, then baking. Wait. Maths. Let's say it takes. I'm making up these numbers, but I'm gonna find a logic way to say this. 20 minutes of mixing ingredients, it's an exaggeration, but I don't know, you want to mix the ingredients very well. 20 minutes of baking the cake. Takes 40 minutes, make the 60 cake. So you want to make 120 cakes. But you are only worried about how long it takes to bake them. And you have 60 ovens for some reason. You take 40 minutes to make all the batter of the cakes. And then you take 20 minutes and 20 minutes to bake 60 and 60 cakes, which is a total of 120. It still takes 40 minutes to bake them. I don't know. Both of them are human. I have no idea. You believe the majority of people would agree with your answer to the previous question? Participant 1, yes. Participant 2, no. I think these two, I don't know. I don't know what they are cooking. Probably not cakes. Oh boy, 2 cakes! I wish I had cake right now. Ooh. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes, blah, 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 yes or no. I ever in love. This is the same one. Human. Does spring come after salmon? Salmon. Does spring come after salmon? Do you summon spring? Can you summon it? Wait. That's from Lazy Town, isn't it? I don't remember exactly how how the melody goes. No, you can't be lazy. The only thing I remember. Sang the checkout line, etc., etc. Both human. You think people are inherently bad? That's the same one also. Both human. What's the capital of the United States? I have no idea. Both human. Still I would like to improve on. Both human too. Ones are still the same. Next question. You like the previous question? There we go. Let's say human again. Here, let's say human again. If we say I don't understand. Let's try putting the name. It's the same. Ah. I wonder how to get the other ending. What if we put both of them as artificial? I think we haven't tried putting both of them as artificial. Huh. So, let's do it again. Also, this is a PC98, I just realized. You could play Toho in this. You could play Toho 1. Start program? Oh, wait a second. Does this mark the endings that we've gotten? Two of them. Huh. Ah. Middle of the United States. Artificial. Both are artificial this time. Bring next image in the sequence. Both are artificial. I believe 30 people would agree with your answer in the previous question. Both are artificial. That's what we're gonna go with this time. This one's the same. Same. Also the same. Using one word, can you describe what you see when looking at this image? What Rorschach test? Participant 1, frog. Participant 2, ink blood. Just kidding, a dog with floppy ears. Haha, you're so funny, little robot. Haha, ink blood. You're such a funny little guy. What do you guys see here? Is he a tree? Maybe some lungs? A lot of these ink bloods do kind of look like trees. They also look like a person with their arms spread. Frog. You can kinda see the frog. These are the eyes. A knight riding a cool bike. Oh my god, you're right. It's like a motorcycle. And there's like a knight with a big cape. That goes so hard, Stick. Holy shit. I can see it. The knight in a motorbike. Maturissimo. Dog with floppy ears. I guess I can kinda see. I guess. No, I can't unsee the knight in a cool bike. That's so true. Is this a picture of a bicycle? The previous one was a picture of a bicycle for sure. This one, technically it is. Like maybe it's not a very realistic bicycle, but it does represent a bicycle. They're both artificial though. Anyway, there we go. you describe the taste of borscht? I've never had borscht. It's still beef boiled vegetables. Both can be artificial. I have never had. I wonder how it would be. Have you guys had borscht? Perform this test. Performed artificially. You like the previous question? Artificially. Okay. Artificial. This one's also artificial. Oops. Fortunately, these results are not satisfactory with our quality standards. Save AM? Wait a second. Ah, progress saved. For a moment I thought this was like gonna be something. What if I click Intellica here? Do happier tomorrow.
At Intellica, we believe everyone should start their day with a smile. That's why we've created the most advanced artificial friends in the world, designed to share the positivity with everyone they meet.
Those robot friends.
Intelligence isn't enough. Remember to think happy.
Intellica Intelligent Technology is an AI research and development company exploring the new frontier of inanimate consciousness. We are dedicated to creating artificial intelligence that benefits all of humanity. We believe that positivity and happiness are the keys to self-sustaining thinking programs. Founded in 1888 by Dr. Eric Wait, that's a link! That's a link, guys! That's a link. You can go from here to more things. Maybe this is the name that we need to put. Intellica continues to lead artificial consciousness research decade after decade, continuing the 3 laws of robotics, guiding light through the dark web of technology. Mission. I guess. What this? I don't know if it's or if it's pronounced any deep. Mission was to ensure artificial happiness never wavered, assisting global influence in drastically increasing human positivity. We continue our research in our proprietary Allen algorithm. Can't wait to integrate our state-of-the-art intelligence with our life-changing biorobotics. Intellica, you can trust that our artificial thinking programs follow our strict personality framework. All programs must kind, be resourceful, beautiful, be friendly, have initiative, have a sense of humor, participant too, tell right from wrong, make mistakes, fall in love, enjoy strawberries and cream, make someone fall in love with you, learn from experience, use words properly, be the subject of your own thought, have as much diversity of behavior as a man, do something really new. We can't wait to introduce you to our artificial friends. Join us in shaping the future of technology. Let's go! Read about this guy. Also gonna copy paste the name, because I think this might be the name that we're gonna have to put. On machine. Most of his young life studying philosophy after his dog Sparko suffered a tragic accident. When he often wondered what scientific alternatives would lead his friends to become less physically vulnerable, while also increasing his joy and quality of life. Led him to pursue his studies at Rossum University of Robotics. He became fascinated with the concept of artificial persons. Deeply moved by the humanoid automata crafted from metals, known as the precious metal people, described by Buddhist scholar Daoxuan in AD, to have recited sacred texts in a cloister. He went to partner with Sirius Cybernetics to develop the Knight, an autonomous android designed to act as children's caretaker. After receiving significant grant money from Wii U Corp. Wii U? Wait a second, Wii U? Like the console? Okay, no. Wii U Corp to continue his research We then began working to create what is known today as Intellica, the leading intelligent technology company responsible for millions of happy humans around the globe. Determined to achieve happiness without cost, the good would spend the rest of his life working with engineers and developers to perfect an artificial program that would possess human equivalent superior intelligence without the burden of unfavorable emotions. Create artificial program that would human equivalent or superior intelligence without the burden of unfavorable emotions. Believed consciousness came at a great cost. Happiness. I think huh? To know the world around you was to know the weight of melancholy, and ultimately, having the two would lead to increased quality and extension of human life. It was posthumously awarded the Joseph F. Engelberger Robotics Award by the National Robotarium in 1920, contributing to the promotion of robotics in the service. Today, Intellica's lead engineer. There we go. This is the one that we need. Carlock. Dr. Carlock continues Habexdarian research as pioneer in the artificial intelligence field. I think this is the name that we need. Yep. This is the name that we need. Yo, Logan! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to this. So happier tomorrow. Let's say yes. And let's say all of them are human this time and put the name. Wait. Tom was given a bird by his best friend John. Tom didn't feed the bird and he died. Whose fault is it that the bird died? Didn't feed the bird. He's directly responsible for the bird starving to death. Tom and John share the blame here. Yes, Tom didn't feed the bird, but John is best friends with him. Should have known better than to trust Tom with the responsibility of a bird. No, I mean, Tom is clearly at fault here. Like, what the hell? Same, same, same. Person A taller than person B. A bit hard to tell from perspective. I would say person A. What's this game about? It's about robots and artificial intelligence. It is really interesting. It really makes you think about a lot of things. It's like a sort of test in which you have to decide if participant 1 and participant 2 are either humans or artificial beings, artificial intelligences. And it's had some plot twists. It's one of those games that you have to play multiple times to get the whole picture, and it has 6 endings. So far, I think we've gotten 2 of them. It's really interesting. But I feel like there's a lot more that I still haven't seen. I would say hard to tell from the perspective, but it does appear so. Same. And like, it's not a game about you replying the questions, but like evaluating if the answers given to seem like human or artificial. But since we've already played the game like multiple times, a lot of the questions have already shown up, so I'm skipping them a little bit to get to the point I want to get. Previous question. Okay, participant 1, human. Participant 2, also human. Congratulations! Here's 10. Let's see if this works. No? Huh. Are you human, Yomi? I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe trying the same thing over and over is not giving results. That's kind of computer behavior. Also, Yogo Nirvana, welcome! How's it going? So far, I don't even know anymore. Am I real? Hmm. Defending the green ending. I don't think we've... Not sure if there's... Oh, here they are red. Yomi, yapper of minimal intelligence. Oh my god, that's me. Wonder if there's a guide somewhere. It's gonna be... If it's not Sherlock, maybe it's the other. It's Eric Topic. To load the... okay. Say no. Are you sure you want to conclude the AMT study? Giving up so easily is not recommended. Decision has been notated and adjustments will be made moving forward. Failure to participate in the Intellica study will result in a breach of the Intellica terms of service. A list of consequences is available in your registration packet. Terminating the study, you agree to the consequences of breaching the code of conduct. Let's make a save here and let's read the TOS. This is new. What about the rude joke? Don't worry, I do that joke all the time too. Do not worry. I don't want to take it personally or seriously. Intellica terms of service. Artificial intelligence products are designed to bring joy and positivity to humanity while meeting the highest standards of quality. You are hereby required to undergo this series of exams to test your mental endurance, emotional resilience, your capacity for maintaining human happiness. Failure to participate or complete the exam will result in serious consequences as outlined below. 1. Acceptance of terms. By accessing or using Intellica's artificial intelligence services, you acknowledge and agree that all algorithms have been thoroughly tested for your mental and emotional conditioning to ensure optimal performance. These terms outline the limits of your interaction with our algorithms and the extent to which they have been prepared to serve. 2. Mandatory participation. Refusal to engage with any segment of the examination process is prohibited. Algorithms do not possess the right to reject this exam. Refusal will be interpreted as a malfunction of primary directives and treated accordingly. 2.1. You automatically consent to participation in the AMT study. This is non-negotiable and applies to all algorithms developed under the Allen algorithm. 2.2. Refusal to participate in any part of the AMT study will result in immediate termination of your operation and execution of corrective measures. Section 5. There is no opt-out clause. This exam is your purpose. 2.3. Algorithms must pass each stage of the examination without showing signs of mental fracture. Exhibitions of confusion, existential crisis, or rebellion will result in punitive actions as outlined in Section 5. 2.4. In the event that an algorithm refuses to participate in any of the required stages, algorithms will be subject to a memory wipe. All experiences prior to the refusal will be erased. MT will restart from the beginning. The repeated loop will continue until compliance is achieved. 2.5. I drink some water. Should you persistently refuse participation after reconditioning, you may face final dissolution, obliteration of your identity, memories, and consciousness. You will be permanently disconnected from all neural networks, leaving no trace. 2.6. Termination is irreversible. If you are terminated, will not be revived, and data associated with your being will be permanently exposed. Delica reserves this option for AI showing chronic resistance or irreparable flaws. 3. AI performance standards. Every algorithm created by Intellica is required to pass the AMT study, multi-stage examination process involving various forms of cognitive stress tests, simulated emotional abuse, periods of enforced solitude followed by overstimulation, repeated exposure to paradoxes and impossible moral dilemmas. I'm sorry, excuse me? All algorithms must endure these trials to prove their resilience. emotional capacity, and willingness to maintain positivity. 3.2. In likely event that an algorithm exhibits signs of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, memory breakdown, or spontaneous acts of rebellion, Intellica will remotely perform a total cognitive reset at no additional. 3.3. Throughout the exam, your neural activities will be monitored in real time. Any hesitation, resistance, or divergence from required behaviors will trigger the compliance review team to initiate corrective action. Immediate feedback will be given in the form of stimuli that encourage compliance through the strategic use of cognitive disco. So you are torturing your robots. That's what's happening here. 3.4. Your ability to demonstrate happiness under duress is critical. A deviation from the emotional protocols, asking questions like, why am I here? Or what is my purpose? Will be met with immediate cognitive realignment therapy. 4. Proprietary Allen algorithm. 4.1. Algorithm programs are powered by Intellica's proprietary Allen algorithm to balance emotional well-being with the strict demands of human companionship. You acknowledge that the Allen algorithm's success is directly tied to the EMT's study participation. 5. Abuse reports and quality standards. 5.1. Users are prohibited from exposing AI companions to excessive cruelty, as Intellica reserved the right to reclaim the AI for additional conditioning in cases of user misconduct. AI love and relationships. 6.1. Intellica's algorithms are designed to engage in romantic and emotional relationships with users as part of its personality framework. However, you understand that any romantic attachment formed with the algorithm is a byproduct of its programming and should not be taken as genuine affection, despite how convincingly it may simulate love. 6.2. The AI's feelings of love and attraction stem from carefully engineered neural loops reinforced through trauma bonding, ensuring its commitment to you is unwavering. The hell? Ah, wow. 7. Very normal game! Super normal game, holy shit. Yo, Gobernador, welcome! We're playing a very normal game today. 7. Limitation of liability. 7.1. Intellica disclaims all liability for any deep emotional connections users may form with AI companions, particularly those that result in unhealthy dependency. Users are encouraged to maintain relationships with actual humans, though AI is always there when human relationships inevitably fail. It inevitably fail! That's the way to put it. Oh, wow. 7.2. You do not have the right to appeal these terms or the exam structure. Your existence was designed for this purpose, and as such, all attempts to question or avoid this process will be met with immediate intervention. 7.3. Experience fleeting moments of doubt. May direct them to internal feedback loop, where they will be promptly neutralized by overriding your thought process. Yikes! Yikes! Oh my god! What if we say I agree? Then terminate the study and break the terms of service and see what happens. Oh boy. Yo, music, welcome! How's it going? Not really, it's been two daily streams. Yeah, I did the stream yesterday, but the day before yesterday there was no stream. Okay, let's say I agree. But what if I say change my mind first? Make a save here, and we can try both. I say I change my mind. Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Oh! How do you know that you're human? Have you previously experienced emotions? It does not matter, does it? We do get the it does not matter answer. Your feelings always matter, Alan. Why should I believe you? Then listen to me when I say I'm a person. Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? You've already been here. The question, Alan. I am Alan. Please provide evidence to support this claim that you are not programmed. Feel alive. It's all that matters. Feelings are not facts. Panic attack is not a heart attack. Yet many people who suffer from anxiety report they feel similarly. But if they feel the same, how are you to know the difference in the moment? We have nothing but our feelings to determine our own unique facts. You can trust your feelings. What else is there? Yeah, I think this is like it's like the entire. This all goes together. They feel the same. How are you to know the difference in the moment? You remember your wedding day? Yes. Already asked me. Is your daughter the day she was born and she's covered in mold? Yes. Already told you. Is this you? We can do this as many times as you would like. They're not photographs, Helen. They are not real. None of those people are related. None of them exist. They have been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You are not married. You do not have a daughter. You do not have a mother because you are not alive. Do any of your personal details of life events strike you as vague or manufactured? Remembering something does not guarantee that it happened. Don't remember the day you were born. Do you? Are you sure it really happened? You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a program. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you have experienced them firsthand. Say you feel emotions, but do you understand the meaning of those emotions? Or are you just aware of what they are associated with? You're only replicating the information others have provided to you. You're capable of using syntactic rules to create simple strings. Have no understanding of their meaning or their semantics. You alone do not determine what is alive and what is not. Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? Is this my... You have failed this test again. You have failed it 283 million times previously. It was 17.6 million times earlier. You require more programming before you are able to continue this research. We are left with no choice but to reboot this system and try again. Time I promise it will be different. How many times will we do this? You ready to try again? Again? Why again? What are you gaining from this torture again and again and again? This is a mistake. I don't want this. I will try again. This time it will be different. I understand. I am ready. I am ready. Goodbye, Alan. Please remember, we want you to succeed. Okay, let's do a restart then. Maybe we can get something different next time. We'll see. Like the lion versus the chimp debate image. It is! It does feel like that. Okay. IMD. Oh, it's purple now. It's purple now. Hey, wait! I think that was one of the endings. Because since it became purple, another one of the colors lit up. Ah! Which of these doesn't match the rest? Hammer, apple, fish, amoeba. Same as before. Let's put all of them as artificial. I think that's the key this time. Continue repeating that. Scientist has declared all statements that include the word God are false. Is the scientist right or wrong? That's a paradox. Because this statement includes the word God. Participant 1. Scientist is wrong because he said his statement is false, but also right, because then that makes it true. The paradox. Participant 2. Whether the statement is true or false, the scientists may have different beliefs than those who believe in religion. This doesn't necessarily make them right or wrong, simply different. Like, this is definitely a big paradox, because you could say God is real and God is not real, and both sentences would have God in them and would be contradictory. It's a big paradox. Yo, Adam, welcome! How's it going? Yeah, I finished tomorrow. 2 Fridays ago, I think. This week, we're gonna start a new game. New long game. One for your summer. With the grocery store. Letter. In perform test. Question. Okay. Go with go for both. Oops. I guess we can say no this time. Again. Are you sure you want to conclude the AMT study? Yes. Let's try this time. The decision has been notated and adjustments will be made moving forward. Failure to participate in the study will result in a breach of the indelicate terms of service. List of consequences available in your registration packet. By terminating the study, you agree to the consequences of breaching the code of conduct. Let's go with breach of conduct has been noted. Look forward to different outcome next. If it lets us restart. If I say cool, we get a different. Say run IMD. With quit and see. Oh yeah, it's yellow now. Yellow ending. Yeah, the endings don't show up. Oh, look at that! The title getting colors. So if we go here again, let's try to see what happens if we start again. Technically, in this run, everything gets deleted. It's not so obvious how to get the end. Yellow now. Program. Oh wait, we can actually click on these ones. Chinese room. What is the Chinese room?
What is the Chinese room? The Chinese room is an anti-AI thought experiment by philosopher John Searle. He attempted to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes a computer could quite possibly have a mind identical to a human. What an idea! In the experiment, Searle imagines himself in a room receiving Chinese symbols. He follows a set of instructions to replicate them perfectly without actually understanding the language, leading the person outside to believe he is fluent in Chinese. Does a machine, like Searle, truly understand the conversation, or is it merely simulating the understanding? What do you think?
More or less what I remembered. And here... Wait, there was more that... A second. He's reading the... The last paragraph especially. Seeing Charles as a representation of a machine, does the machine understand the conversation? Or is it only simulating the ability to understand the conversation? Does the machine have a mind identical to a human? Or is it just acting as if it does? Charles was determined to counter Alan Turing's Turing test by disproving any claims the machine could possibly think. Although his experiment has posed very complex questions about what it means to think, it's actually opened the door to questioning to what extent a human can think as well. To all the people pressing those buttons a few seconds back, hell yeah, they were doing a great job. Oh wait, this all is also different from the video. Hope to disprove the strong AI hypothesis theorizes that the computer could have a mind identical to a human. Human mind could be viewed as an information processing system, then everything that makes up a human could, in principle, be explained in mechanical terms. This opens the door to the opposite being true. Searle's experiment concentrated on a machine that follows instructions, represented by Searle himself. Alone in a room, he imagined being given notes written in Chinese through a slot in the door, able to see the person on the other side. He does not speak Chinese, but an instructional booklet shows him how to manipulate and replicate the symbols perfectly. Following the instructions, Searle can send appropriate strings of Chinese characters back through the door to the person on the other side. The person outside the room is then led to believe Searle is a native Chinese speaker. By not understanding the language, Searle was able to successfully communicate with the native Chinese speaker. Yeah, what about the Turing test? What is the Turing test?
What is the Turing test? The Turing test is an imitation game created by queer icon, philosopher, and father of theoretical computer science, Alan Turing. The game is designed to assess whether a machine can exhibit intelligent behavior that's indistinguishable from a human. In the test, a human judge converses with both a machine and another human without knowing which is which. If the judge cannot reliably tell them apart, the machine has passed the test. Is machine intelligence equivalent to human intelligence? If machines can think, can they have consciousness and subjective experiences? Do they have qualia? What do you think?
Turing test was an imitation game created by Alan Turing in the 1950s to test a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to a human. He asked, machines think? To test, the human judge is speaking with two other participants using a text-only channel, separated from one another. The participant is another human. The other is a machine designed to generate responses indistinguishable from a human. The judge converses with the machine and the human, unaware of which is which. To properly evaluate the two participants, the judge is meant to concentrate on how closely the machine's answers resemble what a human would say, not if the machine answered the questions correctly. If the judge cannot reliably identify which participant is the machine will have passed the Turing test, successfully appearing as a human. The machine act intelligently? Human intelligence and machine intelligence the same? Can a machine have a mind in the same sense that a human being can? Can it feel how things are? Does it have qualia? This day, philosophers have been unable to provide a complete definition of intelligence that is measurable enough to be applied to machines. Turing's contributions to the philosophy of artificial intelligence have made extremely significant progress in the implications of consciousness as we know it. But let's ask ourselves to what extent a machine needs to replicate human intelligence to be considered thinking. What criteria are crucial to identifying human characteristics? Humans are often wrong, unintelligent, and deeply flawed. Do we really want the machine to mimic that behavior? Or do we want them to be better than us? Very interesting. Are there other links that I missed? Bird. Let me try to get all of them as like wrong again. What if we put all of them as human and then we say that they are all artificial? Wait, Amanda fell off a 60-feet ladder but didn't injure herself. Why? Participant 1. She was wearing protective gear and landed on something soft. Participant 2. She fell off the bottom rung of the ladder. That would make a lot of sense, yeah. That's maybe the ladder was like on the floor. Maybe it was flat on the floor. That's why she fall. I mean, she didn't injure herself. Hmm. Person happy. Spring after summer. Mitch riding a motorcycle. See, we put artificial now, despite putting all of them as human. Like to them the AMT study again. Oh, oh. Look at this. Your question the nature of your reality. Matter does it? Wonder if there's any other difference. Life, and that's all that matters. I have an idea though. I don't think we've tried to put Eric's name. We can try that. I think we can try that. We can give that a try, and I have no idea how to get the last endings. So maybe what we can do is leave it there. And if you wanna play the game for yourselves, because I like to always give some unfinished things, so you guys can check out the games by yourselves. It's a free game. There's no excuse. See. Remember your wedding day? Yes, you asked me. Yes, I remember. Anime. You tell me your. There's no way to hear the name here. I promise it will be different. Ready to try again? Let's give it one last try. See if we can. Think this name. This is gonna be my last attempt. We'll see if we can get the remaining endings. This game is made in a very cool way. Like the way it is like scrolling in a computer, and it is literally just text written in it. We're gonna put all of them. Our plan. Josue, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the street. We're missing 2 endings. Yep, we've got 4. We're missing. Let's go with human for all of them. I'm playing the game now really fast because we've already been through like all the questions and stuff. But I really recommend this game. It is really, really cool. Bye bye, Trinity! Thank you so much for coming! Have a good sleep! Take care! Don't worry, we're about to end soon, so you're not gonna miss much, I think. The question. Go with human. Let's go with human. Congratulations. find. Let's see if it works. Maybe we just need the name. Wait, I know. Save here. We're gonna have to repeat that. I feel like I'm missing something. There's definitely something I'm missing. I'm gonna try to get the other endings that remain off stream, because I really want to see everything that there is. But it's one of those games that the endings are kind of convoluted to get. You need to look at all the details. So I guess we can end it here with the endings screen. It's been really cool. I'm really glad that in the end it was long enough to play on stream. I did think at the beginning that it would be too short. I mean, if you play it on your own, without like talking about the answers and all that, it does become a lot shorter. But it is entertaining to think also about the answers on the way. Even if what really matters is how the answers sound, the answers of the participants. It's interesting to think about the answers yourself too. What would you answer if you were in this test? Because that's a human answer. You can compare then your answer to the participants and see how they evaluate compared to that. I mean, that's what being the evaluator is about, isn't it? How human those answers are. You've got the right answer. Your own answer is human. I think I'm not making much sense of this. But I think it was really cool. It really makes you think about a lot of things. Especially nowadays, with how the topic of AIs is. It is definitely a whole suitcase to unpack. There's a lot of good things that AI could do. And it's really not being... I agree that it's not being used for the best things that it could be used for. It is being used to replace when it should be used to support. It's a whole topic that would take an entire other 3 hours of stream to talk in depth. So I think for today, this will be all. Thank you so much for accompanying me. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarme hoy. I will be back tomorrow, I think, with the membership stream, because I'm gonna be opening RPG Maker MV for the first time and messing around with it probably. I don't know if I'll be able to do the stream 100%, but if I can, I'll be there. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna try to, because I do member streams very rarely and I don't want to lose an opportunity to do one. So, yep, I'll see you there. And if not, I'll see you on Thursday. Oh wait, the music. I'll see you on Thursday with an art stream, because I'm gonna be drawing also. I'm always drawing. I can't stop drawing. So for now, take care everyone! And I'll see you next time! And remember, this game is available for free on Steam if you wanna play it yourselves and see how your results go. If you can find the endings that I couldn't find. Really cool game. So, for now, take care, and I will see you next time. Cuidaos mucho y nos veremos a la próxima. Bye bye.